This video is going to be a demonstration of the proper setup and execution of a barbell deadlift. Now these same principles are going to apply for the most part to any other kind of deadlift, but in this case I'm going to demonstrate with just a barbell. So the first thing we need whenever we set up for a deadlift is a foot position. Now if you're new to this and you haven't deadlifted much before, you're not really sure what your foot width should be, what we like to suggest to people is to jump up and down in place a few times. We'll say three jumps. On that third jump, when you land, whatever width your feet are at is about the width that we're going to go with for your deadlift. This works in most of the cases. You might adjust this later on as you get more comfortable with the movement. But to set that up, I'm going to jump. 2, 3. I have a foot stance just about at shoulder width, maybe a little bit inside. So that's the width that I'm going to go with on this lift. Now, I will show you the side profile view from this, just so you can get a feel for the back position and hip position of the movement. That's the most important part of what I'm going to show you here. But with that in mind, pay attention to all of this because it all does apply. So I'm going to set up with the bar close into my feet, or close into my legs rather. I'm standing up nice and tall, my head's in line with my body, and I want to maintain this neutral spine and neutral head position as I go through this movement. So the first thing we do is a hip hinge. What this involves is keeping our knees loose. They're not locked out, but we're not going to squat just yet. So we're going to push our butt straight back. You can see I'm keeping that neutral spine position. Tension's on my hips here. And now I'm going to reach down and grip the bar at about shoulder width, maybe a little bit outside. So from here, what I'm going to do is start to create a little bit of tension. So you can see my back is kind of sloped downward right now. I'm going to pull on that bar and pull my hips down into a lower position. Now from here, I'm keeping my shoulders over the bar, or slightly behind it even, and my weight distributed evenly across my feet between the balls and the heels. Now, what I want to do is start to create tension through my upper body to support this weight whenever I lift it. So I'm going to grip the bar tight and pull the shoulder blades back together a little bit. And you kind of hear that clicking in the bar. We want to take that play out before we move anything. All right? So we create the tension through our shoulders. Now we want to create tension through our torso. And the way we're going to do that is by taking a big deep breath in through our belly, focusing on having that expand the entire way around our midsection like it's a balloon. Once we have that big full breath in, we're going to lock our core down on top of that. So I'm squeezing my abs. You're going to create tension the whole way around here. Even just standing here, I can feel that all tightened up. Now, we have that core position. We're pulling the tension out of the bar, creating tension through our upper back and our arms, squeezing the bar as tight as we can. We're going to keep our chest up tall and start to drive our feet down and apart to create tension through our hips. Now, once we get that bar up past our knees, what we want to do is drive our hips forward to a full extension of the top. So I'm squeezing my butt, kind of trying to spread the floor apart between my feet, and still keeping that tension in my shoulder blades as well. And you can see I'm looking straight ahead. I'm at full lockout. Next step is we return to the floor, we hinge our hips back, take that bar straight down the fronts of your legs, and once you're past your knees, you can bend them to return to the floor. That's a deadlift. I'm going to run through that movement one more time just to get a full feel for it. Foot position is set on a width. We're standing up tall. We're going to hinge the hips back, drop down to grab the bar, create tension in our hips and our legs here, driving our knees apart into our arms to create tension in the sides of our hips. Big deep breath in, locking down on the core. Now squeezing the bar as tight as I can and creating tension through the shoulders to take the play out of the bar. Smoothly lifting it off the floor, pushing the floor straight away from us, and then driving the hips into the bar for full lock out of the top, keeping everything else tight. Hips hinge back, bar moves straight down my legs, past my knees. I can squat it and return to the floor. And that is a barbell deadlift demonstration.